Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my gardens. Today I'm filming this on a Monday, which is usually my cleaning day. I have one day a week where I like to spend half of the day like just really deep cleaning, and I have booked that into my schedule for the last month or two, and it works out really great for me. However, today's really pretty outside, and these leaves all over our yard is literally driving me insane. I don't know why it's bothered me so much this year. I guess because I'm growing in the greenhouse and I've got these greenhouse little tunnels over here. I'm in the cottage garden more than I have been in falls in the past, and there's just leaves everywhere. We have blown leaves out, we have mowed them, we have burnt them, we have done all the different things you can think of, and they're still falling. Yeah, see, still lots up there to fall. But I thought today, instead of doing some cleaning, this is just like a little trick I like to use. So you tell me if you do something similar. Gunshots, it's deer season, sorry. If you do something similar, for your mental health. Okay, so when I'm walking around with like 100 things to do and I feel like really uneasy or stressed out, I ask myself, okay, like what's bothering me the most? Is it work, or is it that I need to clean? Is it that I'm behind on laundry? Is it that, I have a ton of work to do? Is it the garden? Like, and I just kind of quiz myself and I ask myself, like, what is like actually causing this stress at the moment? And as weird as it may seem, what's causing me the most stress right now are these leaves. And so they just made me unhappy. I don't like the mess that they make everywhere, and how it's still cool enough weather, warm enough weather to wear open-toed shoes. So when I walk through the cottage garden in my open-toed shoes, I've got wet leaves on my toes, and that's one of my pet peeves. I don't know why. So when I feel this way, what I do is I say, okay, what's stressing me out the most? I'm going to do that one thing. And that's all I'm going to worry about for the time being. And typically when I do that one thing, my stress level comes down and I can conquer the rest of my list easily. So that's what I do for stress management. This is one area that drives me crazy. We walk through here, obviously, to get to the vehicle. These have piled up here. There's some there. And it's just, they're all over again. Just everywhere. You can't walk through the middle of the archways there without getting all over them. These are here. We just have a lot. I want to add to this that we do have, just most recently, we have one of our grown children that's moved back in with us with his significant other and our grandson. So our life is in transition. We have a lot of things going on right now. Holidays are coming up. Gardening season is winding down. But typically we end up having a lot of family get-togethers. We have events. We have dinners. We have bonfires. We have a lot that we do this time of year because it's not summer. We're not traveling. So whenever I plan all of our travel for the year, we do that spring to fall. And from fall through the rest of winter, we don't travel. We're doing things at home. We're working on projects outside of the house in the fall, inside the house in the winter, and we kind of just have these rhythms and systems that work for us. So this time of year, we're typically doing a lot of projects outside. We've not been lately. We've been really busy with family. We've been busy with this transition. And that means there's also just kind of like stuff everywhere that doesn't belong. Things haven't found like a new home yet. I've been doing some reorganization projects. So the garden has really been the back burner, but because of that, it shows. And all these leaves, I can't stand it, you guys. I just can't stand it. So I'm gonna get to work on some of this. I'm listening to a podcast while I work. And I'll show you the areas I'm gonna try to hit first, which are not only my walkways, but also like this area. When I was using the leaf blower, it's hard to get stuff away from the building. So I'm gonna work on that. I just hate the leaves everywhere. Anyway, and at the end, I will take you into the greenhouse, show you what's going on over there now. And there's not much to show you in those, because for some reason things just grow slow. So anyways, so for the leaf job, we had rakes we'd had forever, and they just kind of were on their last leg. So we just bought a new plastic one. My metal one that I've showed you guys before that expands, It can either be 6 inches wide or like 24 inches wide. It's amazing for between plants. It broke a couple weeks ago, so I ordered a new one and it just came in today, so I'm really excited. I'll show it to you in a bit when I open it up. Okay, I got this much done in 5 minutes, which is empowering. And I started over here, came forward, and then I'll come through these 2 ways and come forward. Getting these leaves out around these beds made me realize I got some weeds and really need to weed eat around these blocks. We haven't done that in a while because we haven't had to mow in a while, but look how bad it gets. Oh, look at that. Come in here with the weed eater. Looks like parsley or cilantro or something. At least they come up easy. The thing about all this rain we had recently is everything is really easy to pull. These are all weeds. Get really bad in this edge because there's no plants there. So I just put new mulch in here about a month or 2 ago. This is lemon balm that rooted itself here. Alright, to get the rest of this. Okay, cleaning up around the edge of this walkway here has been a pain pretty much all summer. But at least in the summer, we would mow up to it. Then my husband would weed eat around the path and it'd be okay. But this time of year, we get these little vigorous, soft weeds. Super easy to pull, but they spread rapidly, and it's because we get our fall rains. So if you've been here for a bit, you know we just put this pathway in early summer, late springish maybe. We love the idea of it. We love the look of it, but the maintenance part is very annoying, time intensive to get it, to keep it looking pretty. So what we talked about doing was doing an outer border like here, and then graveling all of this, leaving the stepping stones, graveling underneath them, putting them back down. Kind of like our walkway on the other side of the house, except there's no stepping stones, it's just gravel. But that way it'd be cleaner, less maintenance. We could just spray it for weeds. So we definitely want to do that. But I'm thinking what would be best for now and getting through winter and all that jazz, that's a really good spring project, is I'm just going to pick up all these stepping stones. I'm going to pick them all up, put them in my wheelbarrow, and put them behind the building for a tomorrow project. You know, tomorrow as in, we'll see when we get there. Because then I can come and mow and weed eat this edge here, and it'll be so much more rewarding, and it'll be maintenance free until the spring. Because we'll probably only mow a few more times this year. But if weeds along this brick border here get out of control, we can just go through with a weed eater, not have to mow, whatever. Just, it'll be easier. So I'm going to gather those up, and I got to figure out where I want to rake these leaves to. We typically will rake them into the gravel road and burn them, but I know that they're decently wet right now from the rain we've had, so I'm not sure how well that will work. But anyways, I'm going to at least gather them up, maybe into 2 piles. We'll see. So, I'm not sure about that, so I'm going to go grab my wheelbarrow. This is the point where I feel like I've just made a bunch of messes. But these are heavy. They hurt your back from bending over so much. But man, that's going to look great once I mow. Anyways, I've just got to finish these now. Trim the mums. They've been needing it for a while. Maybe we'll get another balloon before frost. Alright, here's where all the blocks ended up at. Got them all up. Time to go get the mower. these with the lawnmower. Well, that is a lot better. I'm gonna have to get the weed eater out, but I'm gonna work on finishing the leaf problem. Okay, got all the leaves out of that front side yard over there, raked in front of the flower beds. Raked out the flower beds again. And then I raked out this one into the yard. I raked up all of this. And here's what we've got. So I'm gonna try to get all of these in the driveway on fire. And then the ones over there, I didn't rake into the road yet, but I'm gonna do that here shortly. So I'm gonna get a little more on this pile, then go ahead and light it while I finish raking. This is the problem with so many products today. Literally today was the first time using that. I can't tell you how annoying that is. I mean, yeah, I just put it through the ringer, but I mean, is it not supposed to last at least a year or two? I will be returning that. This is what the front yard's looking like now. Much better. Okay, so back after a little break, and we've started that one. And, oh yeah, I already showed you guys the broken one. So I opened this one. This is the new adjustable rake. I was going to show you this one's metal, so I've got to use this one to get all these leaves in the road, which I'm going to start now. I'm going to burn this big old box. Status update. Just got another pile of leaves down there I need to do. I'll probably do a second pile so I don't have to bring them all the way down here. Alright, this one was starting to peter out, so I lit it again on the left side, raked it up on the right. So that one's getting started. This one in the middle of the road is almost gone. And then, see the second one I lit back there is going. This is the best way to get rid of leaves. It's amazing. Just return them to the earth. In case you're someone watching from somewhere where this is like completely unheard of, this is not against the law here. I say that because last time I was burning leaves, I had a call with one of my clients who lives in California, and he said that if someone tried to burn leaves in their yard, like fire department would be there, like so quick. And I'm like, okay, cool for fast response, but it's not banned here. We do have fire bans occasionally. That usually happens in the summer when we've gone through a few weeks of drought. Otherwise, everyone around us burn leaves. It's just the most efficient way to get rid of them. And I say return them to the earth. So anyways, it's great. So I actually still need to rake out the back half of the cottage garden. That's where the other rake broke. There's a ton of leaves back there. I won't burn those because where they will be when I rake them out is just in our backyard. So there's nowhere back there to burn. I don't want to burn our grass. Some of our neighbors burn their grass every year. We don't. Anybody else's cat a pyro? Our cats are always nearby when we're burning something, whether it's a box or a leaf. You see that leaf fall, Opie? So this is like a vast improvement. You know, I'm mostly tickled with this. There's a few places, I don't know if I'm going to get the weed eater out or if I'm just going to come in by hand and get around the bricks. It's worse over there, just right in there. But I think I can literally just pull those by hand. So I may do that because I just want to kind of have it look real nice and clean, like through here. Because I actually went through and weeded the bed all the way inside the bed and then some there, but you can see where I stopped. And then I got to mow. Just need to stay in the front yard to keep an eye on all this until these are out. And that's what I'm going to be doing. this is the mess I am still left with in the back. And that right there, that pile is actually where the rake broke. So I need to approach it a little differently. Okay, that's the only fire still going. I've done everything I'm gonna do. You can see there's obviously still leaves again. We have a ton more to fall. I got better in this bed, but there's still some back there, which I'll likely clean out when the hostas die back. We've got this. Raked all of this. We had a lot over here in this corner to the shed. Okay, I got this all cleaned out. We had a lot over here. Other side of the bed. Got all this cleaned out. Now look how many leaves this makes. Since how big that pile is. And then all the ones we just have on the ground. So because this is huge, I'm going to take the lawnmower. I'm going to go over them, try to chop them up, condense them a bit. I'll put the lawnmower on the highest setting. First few rounds till I get them kind of spread out. Then I'll start chopping them up. Alright, so I came back over here and got the weeds pulled along there just by hand. I didn't want to get out the weed eater. So it's looking so much better. Just some leaf chunks in the yard. This pathway looks so much better. Swept off the porch and the mess I made from the mums. Got a lot of these leaves. Still got that one small pile going. It's a ton better. Oh, and of course, got all those cleaned up. Looking much better. Show you in the greenhouse like I said I would. Okay, it is 85 in here right now because this morning I added this space heater. It has an LED light up display. I think you can maybe see it there. It's set on 65. I wanted one where I could adjust the temp because I want these summer plants I have in here to thrive. So that'd be the citrus, the cucumbers, and the tomatoes. Last time I showed you this guy, it was itty bitty bitty, just like a week and a half ago maybe. So it really shot up. This tomato finally came up. So I just want to give them more warmth and hopefully they'll do well. I moved the spaghetti squash in here. This is a blackberry plant. This is a petunia that I'm going to cut back some on it. Give me that pretty bloom. Oh, look at that pretty bloom. Just thought I'd keep it in here for fun. This is a lilac. Yeah, lilac bush. And then this is my chocolate mint. And I thought, instead of letting them die back, I'd just bring them in to have more greenery in here. So anyways, the goal with the space heater is to let it be not any cooler than 65. So really, it just kicked on this morning. It was 55 in here when I set it in here, and then it got up to 65 within about 10 minutes. It's been off ever since. Now it's warmed up itself to 85 because it is hotter outside. It's only 68 outside right now, but I've had the door closed ever since we got it up to 65. So then hopefully what'll happen is this will cool down tonight. As the sun goes down, I'll probably pop out here and check it like maybe 9 o'clock tonight after it's been dark for 3 or 4 hours and see what the temp is and if this is kicked on again, and hopefully that will work. So far it's working. It's freaking hot in there. And you can tell I moved my thermometer to over here. Used to be back there on that thing, but I moved it to where I can just see through the door. You can't see in the camera very well. 85. So that way I can just check on it without having to open it. So that's it. All this stuff, you guys, took me probably about 4 hours in real life time. So, but I'm really glad to have it done. Probably not going to have the chance the rest of this week to get out here during the week. And we already have a busy weekend ahead. So anyways, thanks for stopping by today, watching me tackle all this fall stuff. So glad to have it done. Anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful day where you are. Grow food.